Oh, wait. Can you hear that? You guys can hear that, right? Okay, yeah, you can hear that. Okay, okay. Alright, we did it! Okay, here we go. So this is what is had so far of Lungverse. There's an intro, which is just a couple panels from the comic with some audio over it. Oh shit, I skipped it. Hang on. I got confused because circle and square on the controller I'm using are switched in the emulator I was playing versus playtesting this game. They do the opposite thing. They do cancel or advance. In the year 19XX. Sorry, I can't read. I'm not going to read this whole thing. You're going to have to read it yourself. You're going to have to go back and watch the VOD and pause it and just read it. Or you just fucking read the comic. Go to lungverse.weebly.com, read the fucking comic, because this is just all recycled. This is a recycled image. But this is just giving a little bit of excessively complex backstory. And then it transitions from like this slideshow of 3 images basically into a giant wall of scrolling text which scrolls by, and then it just like drops you into the game. It's only this intro is only 2 minutes long though. The finished version of it is not going to be longer than that. I don't need it to be. Here, we can make the text go slightly fast. That's all the power you have, is you can hold down the action button to make this text scroll just a little bit faster. But this is the most exposition that there will really be. Like, there won't be any other like big walls of text in the game unless you choose to seek them out and look at them. You won't be forced to read any more walls of text. Anyway, it's Sunday morning. I gotta make this window bigger for myself. Hang on. Oh shit, it makes it bigger on the fucking capture too. Oh, never mind then. But yeah, so this is your room that you start out in. You've got the laptop over here. Don't expect any of this shit to be the same in the finished game, by the way. Just don't. Just don't. I'm gonna change all of it. It's gonna be different. Don't get used to it, okay? It's no big deal. Don't make any expectations. Hey, don't get any expectations by seeing this early footage. You guys can analyze this later. I'm just going through everything. There's your pile of dirty clothes over here, where you like to put them after you're finished wearing them. And knowing that they're there makes you feel safe. But what's this? Oh, there's an audio cassette! Oh, awesome. Let's go over to, the boombox and listen to it. Oh, swag. All these doors are locked for now. Come on. Mom's room, Yo-Yo's room, Amaryllis' room, Minx Max's room, but you can go into the bathroom. The bathroom doesn't have much in it, but it's got a little. The potty's over here, or actually the payment processor is over here. Amaryllis is down here. She can read your tarot. This is the first thing I ever programmed. this tarot thing. She'll draw 3 tarot cards, and there's a 50% chance that any of them will be reversed. Originally I had like flavor text for every card, you know? Until I realized that tarot readings if you're going based on like the traditional interpretations of the cards, tarot readings are majority negative, and a lot of people take this kind of thing pretty seriously. So I decided to take out all of the flavor text out and just let you do your own interpretations of the tarot drawings, because I don't want anyone to I don't want anyone to play my game and then think they're like gonna die or whatever. Yeah, then we come out to the garage and Yo-Yo's here. It's Yo-Yo's day for duck duty here on Sunday. The plot of the background of these characters is that they're 3 like 20-somethings living in a house together, trying to run like an online store that specializes in novelty rubber ducks, and today they alternate on days, like different days, like different guys, different roommates are like packing ducks. And today's Yo-Yo's day to do it. Yo-Yo says, hey, if you go over here and you take a duck off the shelf, and then you go back. I'm not gonna try to do a Yo-Yo voice. I don't want to do any voices for any of my characters, because I don't want to give you guys any sort of headcanon voice for any of the characters, because I'll never be able to voice these guys the way that I would like them to have a voice. But basically, you know, they're like, did you just take that duck? Like, you probably shouldn't do that. Like, we have to send these to people who buy them. But like, Yo-Yo's not gonna do anything, because Yo-Yo's actually kind of scared of Gash, like, for reasons. Alright, so something really special happens when you leave the house. If you... something really special happens if you leave the house without using the payment processor. Just... You'll see that a timer starts at the top of the screen. It's hard to see because it's white on white right now, but... you don't want to leave the house without a... Yeah. And right now there are no consequences to this happening, really. Like, you get this message, but that's it. What will happen in the future is that there will be, like, every normal dialogue interaction that you have, onto the end of it, there will be, like, if you mess your pants, if you if you soil yourself, and then you go out into the world and you talk to people, you'll have the same interactions that you normally have with them, but then at the end of the interaction they'll be like, By the way, you smell like shit. Like, you smell horrible. Like, why do you smell so terrible? And the only way to fix that is to go back to the house. When is this game out? I don't fucking know. This game's gonna take me like 3 or 4 more years to finish. This is gonna be a huge game. I have not even 1/14 of this game finished. This game is gonna be very large. I have massive ambitions for this. All right. The only if you soil yourself, the only way to get rid of your stinky status condition is you have to go to the bathtub. You have to go to the bathtub and you gotta take a bath. I don't have a bathtub, like a bath taking sound effect yet though, so it just fades to black and then fades back. Squeaky clean! Yeah. But, I don't have it, I have it programmed right now where if you leave through this door, the timer doesn't start. But in the final game, the timer will start no matter what door you exit out of. Mom's here. She says, don't play the road, alright? I would really like to make it so that, like, this is the first thing that she says to you in the whole game, right? And then I want to make it so that there are random tiles out here in the road, and if you step on, they're just like, you don't know where they are until you learn where they are. But I wanted to make it so that if you step on, like, some invisible tile, then like a car just comes from off screen and just fucking flattens you, and it just goes, you become flat, and then it goes straight to the game over screen, like. And there is a game over screen, by the way. Here, I'll show you the game over screen. This is the this is my, like, placeholder, like, debug enemy. And you can see that there's the default RPG Maker, like, battle background in this, but this fight is actually, as of now, unwinnable. You cannot beat this creature right now, but its sole purpose right now is to bring about the end screen. What the frick? And this is the game over screen. You're all stove to hell, Bob. Ain't that a pisser? I'll just let you guys chill on the game over theme for a minute, because I think it's really good. Ignore the tinkling sound. Yeah, there. You guys, are you depressed yet? Now, I don't want you to take anything that you see here on the title screen too seriously. You know, I'm thinking about, since I have such a huge ambition for what this game is going to be, I'm making the whole thing in black and white, which is obvious. Like, you've already seen that. This this title screen, this placeholder title screen, says that the finished game will be in color. I don't want to promise that. I don't want that to be a total guarantee. It's like, if I finish this game and I have a really exciting idea for a second game, I'm just gonna start making that second game also in black and white. And then it won't be until I stop having new original ideas that I go back and make all of the graphics color for the first game. So just you know, be careful what you believe on the internet. No, don't read the intro. Alright. So let's see what else we got here. Sorry, I just had to take my hat off. A lot of this early stuff is already in some of the devlogs, but my game takes place in Maine, which is where I grew up and where I currently live. There's Dot. Do you like her little animation where she does that with her fingers and she looks back and forth? She's mad sketchy. She's really fucked up. I love her. She got that long face. But over here we've got this is downtown. This is what every like place that's called like downtown in Maine looks like. Like if you go to Maine and you go to like a town and they say like, "Oh, have you been to downtown?" This is what it looks like. It's like 3 brick buildings with like 3 stores. There's a secret dollar on the ground there. Don't forget about that. You're gonna need that. Freckle sells some stuff. You can get aspirin, ibuprofen, naproxen sodium, dextromethorphan, ammonia ampules, bottled water, amoxicillin, and whoopie pies. So if you need any of that stuff, this is a great place to get it. I'd like to add a thing where you can, over here, it's like, you don't think she could see you, like, do you want to try shoplifting? And then I want it, if you choose yes, I want there to be like a coin flip. And like, if you pass the coin flip, then you get a free item. But if you don't pass the coin flip, then you have to like fight her. Like you have to fight Freckle. Like, I think that would be good. But as of right now, the event does absolutely nothing. Like if you click yes, nothing happens. And I'm sure you guys have already seen this, but there is an option to switch the font if you can't like read my handwriting. There's the coffee shop. The first thing that happens in the coffee shop is, well, Soda Baby's here, and he'll dead name you. But you'll be like, that's not my name anymore. And he'll be like, oh, I'm sorry, and he'll give you a coffee for free, which is really nice. But for some reason, this script is glitched, and he does it a second time, for no reason. So you can get 2 free coffees from him right now. You're not supposed to. I'll fix that eventually, but yeah, Soda Baby runs the coffee shop. He's... You remember this guy. I know you do. And then, of course, there's the combination post office and pawn shop. Right now, there's one book you can buy, and it's it's Moral's biography, and there's a couple of tapes you can buy. I think that you guys might recognize one of these. Hang on. Remember when I took my hat off? Well, now I gotta put it back on. There you go. Okay. You might recognize this. Oh, by the way, you can drink a coffee to move faster. It increases your movement speed so that you don't have to move around so slowly all the time. Oh, by the way, this... Oh shit, the timer started. Okay. So, you can cancel this timer if you go through the house fast enough and you make it to the toilet. Oh shit, which I don't think I'm gonna do. Oh! Yes! Okay. I made it with 1 second to spare. If the timer starts and then you rush back to the toilet and you use it, the timer will stop. And you won't shit your pants. I'm really proud of my programming skills for that one. Is there going to be a combination liquor store and bottle renewal place like there is in every Maine town? No, I don't think there will be. Not right now. Maybe later. but not yet. But okay, so oh wait, I was going to go back to my room so I could play the tape. Hang on. If you've already had some coffee and then you go back to your room, it'll play a sped up version of the default Sunday morning music. So we play that tape that we just got. You guys recognize this? It's Apes in the Store Go EEE, except it's 20% slower and pitched down. Yeah, you guys know what this is. Jeanette doesn't do anything over here. Mostly she exists over here because I was testing having the sprite change a little bit when you talk to it from different directions. Like, I don't know if you can see it so clearly on your screen. But is Jeanette a rat? Yeah, she's like a mouse. She's a rat. She's a shithouse mouse. But she's she's mostly just like a devious little critter. she's like a mouse mostly, but she's got an earthworm for a tail, and she's got like a little piggy nose. But you can notice if you look real close, her eyes look toward you no matter what direction you speak to her from. And if you talk to her from the back, she'll cross and uncross her eyes. And I want to make that like a little sort of thing where it's a lot easier to like give a bonus funny animation to characters when you talk to them from the back rather than actually drawing a new picture to make them look like they're turned around backwards to talk to you. So I wanted to make it so that like almost every character, when you talk to them from the back, they do like a bonus like silly animation. So she crosses and uncrosses her eyes when you do that. Junior doesn't have one of those special animations yet. Junior actually doesn't have any directional animations. Junior does the same thing no matter what. No matter what angle you talk to them from. Junior's full name is Ready Made Raccoon Jr. And Ready Junior's dad was a minor league baseball player. It was the best home run hitter in all of New Brunswick, Canada, and then got fired from the minor leagues for doping, and so came down from New Brunswick, Canada to Brunswick, Maine, and became the best bare knuckle boxer in Brunswick, Maine, which is not nearly as impressive because Brunswick, Maine is a much smaller place than New Brunswick, Canada. But like that's her legacy. Is she like her old man is like an ex athlete, like drug addict, like who fell on hard times, and she has sort of big shoes to fill, but only in terms of like attitude, you know, like she's just a shithead, like she's just kind of a scummy little guy. But I want her to have like a dynamic, you know, with ping pong with P9, like because they already have one in the comic, like they got history and stuff. So in this direction, we got Dot's house. This is where Dot lives and also where Pop lives, because I don't, you know, obviously this is big spoilers. This is all spoilers. I'm telling you guys lots of spoilers here, but they're twins. They're twins, and Pop was born with the clown dog gene that gives her the clown dog magic and gives her the clown appearance, and that gene is dormant inside of Dot, and so that's why she's a black and white sort of Dalmatian mime. She's like nonverbal, but yeah. Pop isn't like full evil like at the beginning of the game. She's obviously kind of evil in the comic, but we'll see how she gets there. Mix Max is over here. Gregory! Hi. You have read on the computer that it is a federal crime to take other people's mail. However, you are 5, so if you did get caught, you could probably get away with pretending you didn't know. Would you like to take Dot's mail? Yes, of course. You stuff the mail into your pockets. You don't even know what type of mail it is. You don't even know why you wanted it, but now you have it. This is not your first crime, but it is certainly the most illegal one so far. You are very naughty. You have stolen Dot's mail. And then you've got it, you know. It's somewhere. Oh, it's Dot's mail. I have to adjust this text because it's going off the screen here, so you can clearly see. But after you steal her mail, then you can talk to Minx Max again. I'm not Tattle. That's right, you won't. You see nothing. I see nothing. This is the Foursquare court, by the way. This is where everybody plays Foursquare, but nobody's playing Foursquare today. Here's the lab. There's lots of cool stuff in the lab, like a spectrometer and a biosafety cabinet. And a rotovap. And an autoclave. And a computer for storing and processing scientific data. As you can see, there's sort of some paper-thin diorama stuff going on here, but like, don't worry about that. I'm making an RPG Maker game from a camera angle that doesn't make sense for the engine. Like, that's the thing, is like I'm doing this like diorama style. Like, this engine is meant to create games that are top down point of view. You can make a side scroller in this engine if you really want to. If you really want to have a miserable time, you can make a side scroller in this engine. But I'm doing it diorama style, like front on, and so some of the dimensionality of some of the spaces is going to be a little bit silly. So get used to that. But you remember we had that little outlet, that little box of dialogue about the outlet back in the house, and if you go and try to interact with the outlet that the biosafety cabinet is plugged into, you get this. If you unplug my biosafety cabinet again, I will increase your bi-weekly physical exams to bi-daily. And that's like, you automatically move away from the outlet after that. Like, that's a scripted movement. It's like, she's like, oh shit. But yeah. Good morning, Gash. Barry doesn't say anything yet. She'll definitely say lots of stuff eventually, but I haven't written anything for her to say yet. She's just writing on her clipboard. She's being a good lab assistant. Who is this kid? This is Gash. This is a little pink squirrel. She was sucked out of another dimension. She's aging very rapidly, cognitively. Physically, she's not aging at all, but in the past 5 years, her brain has developed a lot. And so she's figuring out her life and her rural community, and she's trying to make sense of what the hell she's doing out here with all these fucked up people. Strawberry. As you can see, somebody's kind of busy over here. I don't think we have no dollars. Okay, good. So this dialogue tree is very different depending on whether or not you have money, whether or not you're willing to give that money to this character, and whether or not you're willing to lie to this character about the fact that you have money or don't have money. Which is what's actually been stopping me from making the new devlog. Is because what I was gonna make the devlog about is about this dialogue tree, and it would have required some video editing, and like a very small amount of video editing too, like not a huge deal at all, just like putting a couple clips in sequence and like throwing some text over them. But I've still been procrastinating it just because that's kind of jackass I am. But I guess I'm doing the devlog now, so it doesn't matter, you know. But we'll see one of the possibilities for what this interaction looks like. There's a big-headed girl sitting here. You've never seen her before. She seems to be concentrating on doing something with her fingers in the grass. Peek over her shoulder for a closer look. If you pick no, good call. She looks like she could really hurt you. Here, we'll switch the font to an even more legible font. Upon closer inspection, she seems to be pulling some sort of large insect apart, piece by piece. Her fingers move quickly with incredible precision. On the ground before her, each individual body part of the bug seems to be organized by size and function. The neatness of her arrangement is immaculate. I'm busy, get lost. Did you guys like that animation? That animation of her getting up off the ground, turning around. I'm very proud of it. Wait, actually, do you have $1? No. Then I don't need to be talking to you. And she just goes right back to it. And I think that's awesome. No, come back up. I'm busy, get lost. Yes, I have $1. Can I have it? Now, if I tell her yes, she'll figure out that we don't have $1. And she'll be like, fuck you. But if I say that she can't have it, you toying with me? I'll say this only once. I'm Dolly. I don't put up with bullshit. Give me that money or I'll snap your arm like a twig. I don't actually have any money. Wow, so not only are you broke, but you're also a liar. I haven't even known you for a minute, and I already want to smash your stupid shitty buck teeth right out of your giant freakish head. Fuck you. Stay the fuck away from me. And then that's the end. You can't talk to her more. She just says, "I'm busy, get lost." Busy, get lost. She won't even get off the ground for you after you leave the screen and come back. But yeah, after you talk to her, then you get new dialogue with Alka. I see you met a new friend. The big-headed green girl. Now, guys, I believe we've talked already about how it's generally considered rude to refer to people by their color and other physical circumstances. Could you perhaps think of a more polite way to refer to her? The insect dismembering person who seemed eager to hurt me if I refused to give her my money? That's the one. Sure, I met her. How did you know? I just happened to be looking out the window. Quite interesting, isn't she? What incredible fine motor control. Not to mention a natural curiosity for anatomy and physiology. You can see all that from the window? Of course. I've got cybernetic science eyes, remember? I can literally see molecules. Oh, right. I forgot. And that's it. That's all of that. And then we're out here at the trailer park. In this trailer, there's a family of rabbits. They're named Maple, Meryl, and Magnus. That might not be all their final names. I'm thinking of renaming Maple because I think her name is too generic, but I don't know. Oh wait, hang on. I gotta talk to these other guys first. So they're making a game, as you can see. If you can read the board back here, you can see their plans for making a game. And that's what they're all doing right now. This one over here draws the graphics. This one down here does the programming. And this one over here is the creative director. So, look, whatever your toddler ass wants to tell me right now, it can't possibly be more important than finishing these graphics on schedule. So get out of here. I may be smaller than you, chipmunk, but FYI, I'm still older. I just turned 13. That's right, I can watch PG-13 movies now, so, respect your elders and shove off. I don't have a portraitron for her yet, but she will have one. Hey kid, sorry we don't have time to play today, or at all this week. We need to make a video game by Friday. Oh cool, are you guys doing one of those game jam things? Kinda, but it's not for fun. It's really serious, so I'll politely ask you not to distract us. And that's all the info you get about that for now, but you'll figure out why and how they're trying to make a video game later as the week progresses. And over here in Lot B of the trailer park, this is where Ping Pong lives. Gaji! Gaji Rudy! The Gashta! What's up? She's basically based on my older brother. who's pretty much exactly like this before he had any kids. I'm still really proud of, like, the portrait switch for her. She's slurping the beer. What's up? And, her grandpa or great uncle or something like that was over here in the chair. Pappy Pepperpox. God's sakes, you dumb fuck. And that's all he does for now. These guys don't really do anything beyond that. But they're just out here. You can't go inside of her trailer yet, but eventually you will be able to. And you'll be able to see how she lives. It's not going to be pretty. And, yeah. That's everything in the daytime that exists so far. And it's up to the it's up to the player to advance time. So once you think that you've done everything, once you feel like there's nothing else you can do, or if you're speed running or something and you're just ready to move on, then you gotta come back to your room and you gotta sleep in your bed. Did I, like, mess up the trigger for being able to access nighttime? I suppose I might have, but anyway, there's nothing, I don't have anything programmed in nighttime yet. Nighttime doesn't change at all. Like, outside, it just looks like it's dark, but everything's still the same. I'm going to make nighttime a separate map in the future with separate events on it. And the game will have seven days and 7 nights where characters are in different places across all the maps, and they're doing different things, and they're having different dialogue, and they're moving the story forward. But for now, I can show you. Oh, good night, Evan. I hope that you have a good sleep. But pretty much the last thing I have to show is that what I have of the dream area so far, which you'll go to every time you go to sleep after nighttime. Oh wait, I remember what to do. Okay. You don't get to nighttime by sleeping in the bed. You get to nighttime by spending the rest of the day on the computer. You surf the web until nightfall. Then it's Sunday night. Then you can go outside. And it's still daytime. Wait. I swear this must work. Yes, okay, it's nighttime over here, don't worry. Look at all this nighttime. Yeah, it's nighttime works for sure. Alright, so obviously nighttime, a lot needs to be worked on for nighttime, but I could show you what the dream world is like. At nighttime you can sleep, and then it'll become the next day morning. But before it becomes next day morning, you'll go to the dream world, and the only way to get to the dream world right now is to is to glitch through this wall and go down to the secret dev zone, where all of these test events are that I have used for different purposes. None of this does a whole lot of interesting stuff. It was just me trying to prove to myself that I could program anything, and to see how things function and stuff. But if you talk to this one, she'll send you to the dream world. And there's no music happening in here yet, but it's going to be this basically massive, stupidly massive map that is composed of things that you would see regularly in your waking life, but like rearranged in strange ways. And I think some of you have already seen on Blue Sky the massive pixel art that exists on this map. But an average Lungverse map is 13 by 17 tiles long and high. This map is 256 by 256, so this is the only map where the camera actually scrolls and keeps you in the center of the screen for the whole time. There's no other map like it, and what's going to happen is after I fill all of this enormous amount of space with lots of different stuff to explore, every time you go to bed you're going to wake up in a different section of the map, and you'll have like a time limit to explore as much of it as you can before you wake up, and then on the final night when you go to sleep there won't be any time limit, and you can explore freely and find all the stuff that you missed. But basically there's going to be a giant labyrinth that runs through this enormous thought bubble, and I'm glitching through the wall right now, but I'm going all the way over to this giant berry face. And I think some of you have seen that on Blue Sky as well, but I want all of the giant pixel arts to be like buildings that you can enter in this dream, and then you can have strange interactions inside of weird dream interiors inside of these like weird buildings that are like giant pixel arts in the middle of this massive map. And I also want to make this map scroll, so if you reach the end of it, I want you to come out onto the other side of it, which will make it seem even bigger. But yeah, basically that's pretty much all I have of this entire game so far. I hope you liked looking at that. I think I'm probably gonna head out for now. It's getting to be supper time. It's gonna be dinner time, so thanks for hanging out with me, and watch the Pokemon Crystal version and checking out my game. I'll be sure to show you guys some more if I make anything new. If I make any new progress or whatever. I guess the one thing I didn't show off is I think you guys have already seen this as well, but you can shift the hue of the screen so that the black and white graphics are a little bit easier to look at, you know, depending on your preference. You can color it however you want. And that's about it. Yeah, so hope you guys all have a good night. Thanks so much for hanging out, and peace and loving kissy kissy. I'm doing this